got senior captain Dominic Spinazzi II, senior captain Tyler Morgan, and then senior Curtis Strode Jr., head coach.
Thank you. Greg, do you want to start out with a opening statement about the game, and then we'll open it up to questions?
Yeah, sure. It was a tough one. I had the lead at half. They scored to tie it up there in the third, and we get the big kick return, and then just couldn't get that one extra score, that one extra stop. It was a defensive battle most of the night. They got their running game going in the second half. We kind of had some red zone offense issues in terms of converting some trips into points, and that came back to be what kind of bit us at the end. It was a hard-fought battle by two great football teams. I'm so sad for these guys next to me having to go through this right now because we've had a great season, but these guys came here to win tonight, and it didn't work out for us. And their season ended tonight in a bad way, and now their high school careers are over, and they have a lot to look back on. But tonight hurts.
Columbus Bishop Washington held their team to a season low 87 yards rushing. Where do you think the situation lied at the running offense just could not get going compared to last year?
I think at times we got it going. We had some penalties in the first half that took us on some trips deep. It put us back in some first and extremely long and second and extremely long situations, which is where you can't live. And, obviously they're going to be geared up to stop the run. We hit some plays in the passing game. Like I said, we were just the red zone. The red zone offense really hurt us tonight. I think that's a more telltale sign of rushing. I knew you watched their defense on film all year. Rushing against them was hard all year. There's no shock that they have a good run defense, but it definitely just a couple of critical times we could have got a yard here or something there. Could have went the other way. You mean quarterback change?
Yes, quarterback.
Yes. At that time, Isaiah was good to go all week. It was just we're going to have to push the ball down field a little further, and they thought they gave us the best chance to do that.
What was working so well defensively for 2.5 quarters where it was almost like they flipped the switch and were able to crack some things with Weber and Belisari? What defensively broke down?
You'd have to see film to see what's spiffly. It wasn't effort, nothing. Sometimes the other team makes plays too, I think. It's a game of inches, and they were able to find a crease and get through or get on a sweep and get outside of containment. They used some tempo a little more in the second half. They went a little more two-back than they had in the first half. They made halftime adjustments also. Our defense is what kept us in it, in my opinion. I know, and then they convert a 4th and 15. It's one of those games where a ball batted or something either way, and who knows, you get that extra stop. But they definitely got some running game going in that second half, especially that third quarter against us when ours stalled.
Coach Dempsey talk about the efforts of your sophomore QB Adam Bader, yet in rushing a touchdown in the first quarter, and he just came up short of fourth down, fourth and short in the third quarter. Talk to me about his efforts throughout the postseason.
Great. He did a great job of coming in multiple times throughout the year when it was needed due to injury or illness. And the last 3 weeks, he's been great putting us in position to get here. And tonight made some great plays. He's going to be a very good quarterback. It was, people remember he's only a sophomore and he's showing glimpses of what could come in the future. And tonight stings for him too. But he's going to learn from tonight's experience and take it moving forward.
With 7:17 left, I think it was the time you're on the 35 opt to punt. Just how much did you kick that around in your head, whether to do that or try to get the first down?
It's always a debate, but I know that, I think the thing there, Steve, is I do have faith in our defense to pin somebody deep and let's make them get a few extra first downs on the drive. And we were very close multiple times on that. I mean, if I could go back in time, would I do it over again? Of course, because it didn't work out our way. And I feel bad, that you always wish you had a couple decisions you could have back as a coach, because it's easy to blame a kid for not making a play or whatnot, but coaches make decisions that put kids in position, and there's a couple times tonight I didn't put our kids in good position, apparently.
Can you describe, you guys have come here, you really have done nothing but win, and I know this is a tough one, but you describe a senior's emotions?
I say it hurt. It's a bad taste in my mouth that I don't like. I haven't been like losing since I was a kid, and this kind of like brought me back to when I was a kid, and it just makes me break down every time I think about it, because we worked so hard and we did so much together as a team for us to come up short. It hurts.
Yeah, just feel numb almost. It hurts, it stings, it sucks, but we all went out and gave our all tonight. It just wasn't enough. We got to deal with that. So.
Like they said, it hurt, and there's no way to get that taste out of your mouth, because it's the end. So.
Coach Dempsey, one of the things I realized was that last year your team dominated time of possession 33-15. What did Waterson do this time around to ensure that your team would not have that same dominant time of possession unlike last year's 27-7 decision?
I think you look at, I think their coach said this in the press conference at the start of the week, they were a throwing team last year, throw first, run second, and if you've seen them over the season, they've become a running football team, and they're committed to the run game. So the fact that their offensive style changed definitely played a factor in it. I thought we used a lot of good clock in the third quarter. We just weren't able to convert on it, and that obviously came back to get us.
Curtis, when playing up front, what do you think they did differently where they were to open up their running game after halftime or the way they did? What did they do to make that happen?
They didn't do nothing different. They came out and played harder, made a little adjustments in the backfield, but none up front. They beat us, simple as that.
For you guys, for the seniors, I know it's tough right now, just kind of thinking about the result, but when you guys are looking back on what you guys were able to accomplish with 3 straight state championship game appearances, what sticks out about what you're going to remember about this class?
Gonna remember the fight that I know our team had, and all the memories we made together. Hopefully not remember this feeling as much, but remember the feeling from the first two.
Definitely the moments and the memories. It's something I definitely don't want to remember, but it's something I can learn from. Mistakes was made in this game that I hope not to make again going further. We definitely I know this the end, but regardless of what, we got to keep the younger guys up and make sure they get it in a position to do it again.
Anything else here?
I'd just like to say thank everybody for covering it. These guys, our seniors, I feel, it's weird to say I feel bad for them, obviously, how tonight ended, but, in our area, guys, for those that aren't familiar with us, we've won a lot these last 3 years, and it's the point where what they've achieved doesn't always get noticed, but if they lose, it's major headlines. And I think these kids need to know how they've been one of the elite classes in the whole entire state of Ohio these last 3 years, and have played some of the best football in Ohio. And they're not just great football players; these are great kids sitting up here with us tonight. So make sure you point that out as you write and report on this tonight. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Always the shorts, right? Superstition. Congratulations, man. Thank you.
Sure. Sure.
Two on each side.
Yeah. You guys, yeah, two over here.
All right, Brian, you want to start out with a general comment about the game, and then we'll open up to questions?
Sure. I mean, I think what you guys saw out there, especially in the second half, is indicative of the seniors, of what they've done, their dedication, their perseverance, their love for one another. I mean, it was incredible. I mean, that was a team win. They didn't give up. They battled through adversity, and I just could not be prouder of them.
Brian, midway third quarter, they opened up with a drive, another lengthy drive, didn't score, but to that point, you guys hadn't done a whole lot offensively. I think 2 first downs, barely made it across the field. It was like flipping a switch from that point on. What did you guys do to make that happen?
You know, I think I felt like we started to wear on them a little bit. I thought our O-line, started to take over, started to control the line of scrimmage. You know, we got some momentum, and I think we just built on it. Thank you.
Congratulations to all of you guys. We talked a couple of weeks ago, and then we had mentioned talked about mistakes. So today didn't go as well as you would want. We talked about that. But that's perfect, right? But those two guys, Bill Sorry and Zach guy right there, those guys came through. Tell me a little bit about in that third quarter when the game was tight, you didn't have to lead. What was the mindset?
You know, I think, we talked to him at halftime, and really the mindset was we just got to be who we are. I thought for the most part, we played really well on defense. We just had to get the offense going, and I go back to the seniors and the leadership and believing, right? Just not giving up, not saying, well, we can't or this won't happen or whatever, just continuing to fight, and obviously it paid off for them.
Coach Kennedy, Sultan start time press. Your quarterback, Drew Belisari, had a performance on the final drive that was reminiscent of John Elway's winning drive from Super Bowl 32. Speak about Belisari's refusal to wilt in the eventual game-winning touchdown that brought home a third title to the Watterson program.
Yeah, I mean, Drew has done a tremendous job for us this year. Last year he started at free safety for us, didn't play any quarterback. So, coming in this year, from week 1 to week 16, he just continued to improve. You see him, he's a leader. He's real even keeled, cool, calm, collected on the field. Again, he made plays, but it was the other 10 guys out there with him as well.
You had a game-time touchdown in the third quarter. You had a 4-yard first down. Just talk to me about just the running in general. Did that help to wear down the team?
Yeah, most definitely. And especially if you watch the game from last year, not able to run the football. We've kind of flipped the script this year. I think that's a lot of credit to our O-line and our coaches. All of us come together, and it is us playing as 11 guys, right? 11 guys on a string, and that's what we did. And we had confidence. We were running the football well all year, and we were able to continue to do it. So
you were able to run the ball well, and you stopped them a lot in the second half. Greg Dempsey talked about the run defense. What did you guys do so well to shut them down, especially in the second half?
We really didn't make a ton of adjustments. Where they had gotten us a little bit in the first half was we were out of position, poor tackling, and to their credit, they're a great team, right? And so, what they do really well, and I think our kids kind of settled in and got the speed and understood, kind of got their tempo, and I think that helped us on defense.
And then you guys do play on the, feel free to elaborate. Don't mind.
You're on defense, answer.
I am on defense. That's true. I guess it's just all 11 of us going to the ball. You may break 1 or 2 tackles, but that's something we really emphasize. All 11 to the ball, and I think that's what's really helping us.
Yeah, I would say, we talk a lot about pursuit of the football. So whether that be, going to the back pylon in case he breaks a tackle, or a D lineman running down the line on a swing play. Little things like that matter and that affect the game. Football's a game of inches, so being able to attack the ball and make those plays, they might not seem big, but they come back to help us a lot. So that's what we build our program around, really.
Dominic, can you reflect on the big pass reception trick that put you guys in the first round there on the last drive?
Yes. Are you talking about the one that, toward the end of the game? Yeah, so we lined up empty formation, and I saw the way they were playing it. There's a little space in the middle, so I just tried to find that. And I look up, and the ball's in the air, and it's the one-on-one jump ball, and I normally win those, so I just went up and got it.
Coach Kennedy, 3 number 1 teams have won today. Number 1, wire to wire. The number 1, number 2 matchups today. Your team is the third number 1 to win. How gratifying is it to reverse last year's outcome and be number 1 wire to wire and pick up the trophy that was on hold for you this year?
So, last year was a disappointment, right? I mean, we certainly made it to this point. We weren't able to finish, and I think our goal was to get back here and to win it, right? And whether it was Toledo Central Catholic or another school, it didn't matter, right? Because our goal was our goal. When they won and matching up against them, I mean, there's no revenge, there's no anything. It's a respected, it's respect. It's a really good football team that we have to go out and play and beat and to win the state championship.
Coach Kennedy, reflecting overall, and I think it was maybe like your first or second season, you guys were 2-8. And that's a long time ago, but you've really turned this program around. Why has this program been able to finally get to this level?
So, yeah, first year we were 2-8. I was a terrible coach. I'm lucky they didn't fire me. No, I mean, honestly, it's the kids. It's the kids. It's buying into what we're doing. It's their leadership. It's their enthusiasm. I know I'm biased, but we have absolutely, and this doesn't include myself, but the best coaching staff in Ohio. Guys that know football, right? A lot of people know football, but guys that genuinely care for these kids and do everything they can for them. So, yeah. If you're looking for what percentage of our success, so it's like 90% of the kids and then 10% are assistant coaches.
I'll add on to that. So, he won't say it, but Coach Kennedy, through these past 4 years, has been able to do exactly that, make us buy in. We all care about him so much and the rest of this program. He won't say it, but we would do anything for Coach K, and that's the same for all the other coaches. So when you have coaches that really genuinely care about you and inspire you every single day, I mean, it pushes us, and we play for them. So.
This is 8 years. Talk about this student section support tonight. The varsity student section from the jump was riled up. How big was that for you guys?
I'd like to come out and say we got the best student section of fans in the state. I mean, they support us, rain or shine, playing 2 hours away. Like, we got people coming, we play 2 hours away, and there's people in the student section cheering us on. Like, a lot of schools don't do that. They don't really care. And to have that support system in our school, and also the parents, like, doing, like, these spirit tunnels when we're walking out, or, like, getting us food before the game, like, all that means so much, and really speaks for the Bishop Watterson community.
Yeah, this question is for you. It was last year, like I mentioned, Toledo Central Catholic had a 33 to 15 edge of time of possession. What do you think was the key to truncating the time of possession of the Irish victors, then hold the ball for over 33 minutes again?
Sorry? Yeah, so, credit to our defense, right? We had some really big stops. The offense did a good job. I thought we played pretty methodical, but we took our shots when we needed. And I think that was our game plan, and we were able to execute tonight. It's obviously good when they don't have the ball in their hands very long. So, that's what we came out and tried to do. And so obviously credit to our defense, but credit to our offensive line. We were able to run the ball and have lengthy drives that ended in scores. So.
And you were right there on the final play, I think, right, defensively.
Yeah, me and a group of guys. So.
So many, you've covering so many headlines for your offense. How good did it feel to be right there in that clinching play?
I mean, yeah, so, I mean, this is my third year starting on defense, and, you know, I love defense. I mean, that's where it all started for me. Yeah, it's funny, huh? But no, so seriously, that's where it all started for me. Love football, was playing linebacker, and so for it to end like that, playing linebackers is great.
Hey, Coach, you didn't complete a pass. I think you guys were 4 attempts, and then you get the only completion ended up being a 52-yard touchdown. Tell us a little bit about the offense. Just going to just run it down the throat, or were you going to attempt to pass that too? How did you stay really comfortable with it?
So I call the defense. I am not on the headset. I will give the offensive staff credit for making the adjustments when they need to make the adjustments. Great play call there for Dom's touchdown. Better execution by the kids. Vance, you haven't answered a question yet. What do you think? Talk about the offense a little bit, Vance.
Well, as you know, we started out pretty slow to begin with, and then at half we realized we're only down a touchdown, thanks to the defense, because they were doing such a great job. And all we know, we just needed one touchdown to get things going, and knew we'd pick up from there.
Great job, man.
There you go.
How did that ice bath feel? They really put this on everything.
What? So, wait, no, like he's talking. No, he's like I wear shorts.
Oh, okay,
All right.
yeah.
So first of all,
Sorry, I wasn't.
I'm wet and I'm cold, right? But that's on me, right? I'm superstitious, right? Like, so will I ever wear pants? I don't know, right? Right? Maybe, right? Maybe. It really isn't that bad. It's not my legs that get cold. It's just literally everything else. I mean, the hat helps because I don't have any sort of cover up top, but, well, yeah. So I feel like the shorts are lucky. Thanks, fellas. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good job, Vance.